I think Shagun just joined us. Welcome, Shagun. Just try and put it on speaker view. Oh, where'd that go? Sorry, tech's not my strong point. All right. Where did my screen go? Oh, no, now it's not working. Hang on a second. Hi, Shagun. Welcome. All right, there it is. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining me for my little contribution to IAMDay. I'm very grateful for this opportunity, and Richard Walter, who is here on the call with us, is the creator of IAMDay. So I might let you, actually I'm going to just stop screen share and just let you, Richard, just share with everyone about this movement and IAMDay and what it's all about, so that everyone can get a bit of a background on this beautiful global movement.
Well, thank you, Deb. And Deb and I share a platform. We're both Insight Timer teachers on the Insight Timer app. So I thank you for joining us here on IAMDay this 2025. And I know it's 25th of September in your world, and some of you may be in the Southern Hemisphere. But here we started in the early morning hours of September 24th by lighting a candle to tie us together through this time from morning till the evening. And in my time zone, it's just nearing the end of the afternoon. So we thank you all for showing up wherever you are. IAMDay started out as a reading that I had come across called The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. And she's was a metaphysical teacher that wrote and self-published this book 100 years ago in 1925. And her message still resonates here today, 100 years later. So I found that no one was celebrating this monumental seminal work that she had created in any fashion for 100 years. So I felt I took it upon myself to start the International Awakening Movement. And IAM stands for I Am, or International Awakening Movement. And as Deb will shortly explain to us, it also stands for Intuitive Arts Method. So there are plenty of I Ams available for us all here today. I'm happy to have you all here. To find out more about IAMDay, you can always go to IAMDay.org and follow us there and read about us and share our message. So thank you, Deb, for aligning this time for us to be here today.
No worries at all, Richard. And as I said, I'm grateful to be a part of it. All right, so I'm just going to go back to the share screen. I have done a bit of a presentation to kind of guide us through the next, say, 45 minutes or so. Richard is straight after me, or not directly straight after, but at 5 p.m. PDT time, which is 10 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time. He will be on Substack with Joe Nichols, his co-host for IAMDay. So for those of you that can make it to that, I highly recommend you go join Richard and Joe, who will be kind of celebrating and summarizing what has unfolded so far in IAMDay. And that's not even the end of it. There's still some more sessions after that. So if you need to check that out, go to IAMDay.org to find out what else is still on offer for today. All right, so thank you again, Richard, for explaining what the day is all about. And as he briefly mentioned, today we're going to do some intuitive arts method. Now, intuitive arts method is kind of my own creation. It is not just art, but it actually is a process that combines meditation, visualization, intuitive art, and embodiment often of that art. So today we will be creating, or you will be creating, your own intuitive art from the heart. So that is art from the heart and not from the mind. It's not about necessarily creating the most beautiful and picturesque drawings necessarily all the time, but it may end up that way. But it is about speaking from your heart through art. So before we go full on into the art experience, I just wanted us all to kind of reflect on the roles that we play, which are not really the truth of who we are, right? So today is about tapping into your own divinity, and often we need to let go of those roles that we are playing in life, so to speak. So I literally wanted us all to just reflect on those roles, journal them down, just those things that, you know, we often get stuck in, whether that's being a parent, a mother, a partner, whether it's being a teacher, whatever role it is that you play in the world. And obviously we have many hats and we play many different roles. So I just want you to write those all down, everything that pops into your head in regards to the roles that you are currently playing in your life. And then we will do a bit of maybe a bit of a sharing if called to do so, and then I'll guide you through the next process. So I'm just going to give us all, I'm going to put myself on mute, just allowing ourselves some time to jot down some of those roles we play. How is everyone going with those roles? And does anyone want to share? Some of you look still writing things down. So, oops, just noticed there's, oh, yeah. Okay, does anyone want to share with what they've written down? We are going to keep moving through because we do obviously have a limited time today. But I just wanted you to put down on paper the roles that you do play, and then we're going to be stepping into letting go of those roles and tapping more into our own divinity, yeah? So if anyone wants to share, feel free to do so. If not, I will continue to keep moving through.
If you want, I can share.
Yeah, sure.
It's the traditional stuff that I picked first, like father, brother, partner, son, teacher, you know, the stuff that just comes to the forefront. But I was a little afraid to start digging deeper. I wasn't sure if I wanted to dig that deep, like say leader, lover, you know, those kinds of words. I felt like I couldn't get them really down on paper, or I said them out loud, didn't I, just now? I didn't think I would do that. But anyways, that was
I
what I
like
was
that.
thinking.
I like that. Thank you for your honesty and for sharing, Richard. Does anyone else want to share? Nope.
I will. I'm sorry.
Good.
I think
Thanks, Tanya.
I kind of did the same thing. I started off with all the basic stuff like the sister and the daughter and the auntie and that. But then I put down like I'm a dog mum, I'm a neighbour, I'm a customer, I'm an artist. I'm a nature lover. So they're all things that you kind of don't necessarily think of first.
Yeah.
You know, they're kind of things that you kind of sometimes push to the background because other roles take precedence, you know.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Thank you for sharing, Tanya. All right. Anyone else want to share? Shagun?
I don't know. I think I went with the creative flow, so I'm just going to share my butcher paper creation.
She's already getting creative. I love it. Cool.
But what I wanted to share was, like, I don't know why, but I was just going to muck around, but I wrote my name and like a sun rays, like, you know, like all of them just started to come out. And the same as everybody shared, you know, like the mother, the daughter, they, you know, mentor, coach, or sister, and whatever the prominent roles I'm playing in this current phase of life. Like, but of course, like, you know, when you said we are going to unmask it, so unconsciously I put myself in that upper phase and like trying to get those down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Thank you. And I love the visual, the creativeness of what you did there. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else?
I love the layering. I certainly agree with everyone previous. It's kind of the checkbox, you know, the mother, you know, all that. But yeah, once you kind of dig down and let the sediment settle, there's so much more. You know, as we said, neighbor, nature lover, pet mom, all the many facets.
Fantastic. Yes, I love it. Thanks, Robin. All right, Alyssa, did you want to share? You're happy to continue on?
I experienced the same thing as everybody else. Wrote down all those standard things that were like just check boxes and then start adding other things about who I feel I actually really am outside of those other roles that we play.
Fantastic. Awesome. All right, I'm just going to go back to the screen share. This is my little guideline. All right, so I did want to just share this poem with you, and then we're going to go into a meditation, and then we're going to do the intuitive art. So I just want to share this poem that I channeled back in April. It's actually just been approved yesterday, which seems like divine timing for the IAMDay. It was just approved onto Insight Timer, yesterday. So I just want to share this with you, and then we'll go into a guided meditation after this. Awaken the Christ within. I've been trapped in the matrix of my own mind. Now I realize I was blind, oh so blind. Stuck in the loop of old stories, deep in sleep, brainwashed in illusion. Forgetting the truth of who I am. Knowing thyself deep within. My heart was trying to tell me so. I kept ignoring, not willing to let go. But now I see and remember again, the world is just an illusion, created from my own projection. When you truly anchor it in, realizing that Christ is within, life becomes magical, laughable, divine. The birds are singing and the sun shines. You play with the clouds and make them dissolve. You dance, you draw, you sing and you play. No problems for you to solve today. When you realize the truth of who you are, you honor your light, your wisdom, your spark, ignited now in full view, ready to shine and honor you. You are love, you are passion, you are the Christ in action. Be the essence you wish to see in a world of unlimited possibilities. So I just want to share that poem with you. And now we're going to go into a guided meditation. So if you just want to put I can't sort of see you all at the moment. So if you just want to put yourselves on mute while we go through this guided meditation. And then on the flip side of this, we will be going into the intuitive art. Yeah. All right, so whether or not you want to close down your eyes, it's up to you. Just be open to receive. So get yourself comfortable and closing down your eyes if you so choose to, and also putting your palms in the facing up position, being open to receive, yeah? And just taking a few deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth in your own time. You may want to release and exhale on the out breath. Just noticing what you're noticing and focusing on your breath and the rise and fall of your chest and your belly, in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And I want you to think about all those things that you've just written down, about the roles that you play in society, in your day-to-day, perhaps many hats that you wear. And I'm focusing on that list, and I want you to realize, and coming in to realize that that is not the truth of who you are. I want you to focus on your heart center and breathing in through your heart center and breathing out through your heart center, feeling the rise and fall of your chest. On the in and the out breath, breathing in through the heart space and breathing out through the heart space. Breathing in and out. Now I want you to imagine a soft glowing light in your heart space, like the first ember of a fire, a bright golden light, a little spark of creation, quiet, alive and ready. Focusing on that light as you're breathing in and out through the heart space. Seeing that golden glow, expanding and contracting, that golden light. With every breath, I want you to imagine this golden light growing brighter and brighter and brighter. Not forcing it, just simply noticing its color, its shape, its form, perhaps its changing shape. Watching it expand and grow, expanding beyond your physical form, expanding out past your physical form, past your aura, expanding out, out, out through the universe, expanding through every cell in your physical form, rising above and below, through every cell, through your bones, your blood, expanding out, expanding up and down and out and around, beyond your physical form. Expanding out, expanding out, expanding out further and further and further, out beyond your physical state, your country, out further and further around the globe, this golden light, expanding out and out, beyond boundaries, out into the cosmos. For you are divine. You are a part of divinity. You are a spark of light. You are, I am, we are divine. focusing on your breath, focusing on your light that you have expanded out into the universe, shining your light, joining into the cosmos, into the unified field of all that I am, all that you are. Keep focusing on that light, that golden light. And then on the next in-breath, I want you to start bringing that light back, 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 bringing that golden light back, back, back into your country, back into your state, back into your home, back into your body, back into your heart space. This golden spark of light of all that you are. Bringing yourself back into the room, back into the chair, feeling yourself seated on the chair. You might hear the local sounds around you. You might want to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, you can slowly wiggle your fingers and toes and bring your hands to your heart center, honoring the light that is within you and the light that you expanded out into the universe, realizing that you are a divine spark of light. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. And unmute yourself when you come back. All right, so we're just going to stay in this state, in this zone. So I want you to now just draw, like if you are a visual person, perhaps you draw what you saw during that meditation. If you didn't see anything, take this opportunity to tap into the divinity of all that you are and a physical representation of that, yeah? So I'm just going to probably put myself on mute and give ourselves some time to draw whatever it is that you either saw or that you are drawn to. Now, this is intuitive art. The process of intuitive art is to go with the flow, right? It's not to necessarily think about it. It's just to be intuitively led. Let your pen or your pastels or your watercolors or whatever materials you're using today, let that guide you. Let the pen be the guide, yeah, or the paintbrush or whatever it is that you're using. So I'm just going to put myself on mute and I will see you on the flip side. I'm conscious of time, and I know that Richard's got to prepare for his live. How is everyone traveling? Let me know if you are finished. Perhaps those that are finished could share if they want to share their creations.
So I hate to jump the queue here, Deb, but I will share mine if you don't mind. And then you're more than welcome to carry on after if I have to jump off. So is that okay?
Yes, I'd love you to share. That'd be great. Thanks, Richard.
Well, first of all, I really appreciate the chance to participate because I'm watching how diligent everybody is in their art. And I must say, is that a creation of yours, the t-shirt that you're wearing right there? Is that one of your creations?
That's Soul Star. That's my
That's very cool.
Yeah, Soul Star chakra symbol. Thank you.
That's very neat. So I took what you said, but I kind of regurgitated something I'd been working on before in the past. So if you can see this, Deb, you might even recognize this.
Oh, yeah.
This is a symbol that I created, and I draw it all the time. It's hard to see it in the camera, I'm sorry, but it's a symbol of awake in my mind. And awake is an acronym for awareness of the divine, wealth and abundance, absolute health, kindness of self-love, and expression of one's true self. But why I showed that is because look at how I made it. I finished it off just like this. Oops, see that? See how beautiful that is, everyone?
Very
Like
nice.
I took a lot of time doing this. But no, it wasn't me. It was Deb at WisdomArts that took that pencil scratch that I did, and she made me this beautiful symbol that I used that was part of my awakening in becoming this program, IAMDay, because I was trying to figure out what it was, and this is what it became. And thank you, Deb. And it's a testament of the work that you do in making things real. And that was one of the core elements of the theme of IAMDay is feel real again. So I appreciate all of you for jumping in and attending this, and I will have a few minutes to listen before I have to sign off.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing, Richard. Anyone else finished their creation? I don't want to disrupt your flow either, so please continue if you are still drawing. Please continue doing what you're doing. If you have finished, feel free to share what you've drawn. Shagun, are you finished?
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost, yes.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Through, I don't know, this came to be when you were doing the meditation, like, oh my God, when we did the meditation, and your meditations are so powerful, like, I was thinking, and all of this vision comes to mind, which I am worrying about, right? Like I'm holding on to. And then suddenly you go to the universe, you just become the vast, like, and what I can be. And this is what, like all the scenarios that came to me, that what I could really do if I let go of all of the mask and just be who I am. So I can't explain probably in words, but those visions came into my mind. But at the end of the closing of this, it was just this vast, golden, sparkly cocooning. So yeah, so that's what I kind of tried to come to. The first thing came was the yellow, the golden globe that came, and then this came in later as a flower. So it's probably the divine feminine or me growing, or yeah.
I love that. And I can see some similarities to what you did and what I drew, right? So like I just have to share, because in my visual I saw the star, the golden star. So the spark of light then expanded into a four-pointed star. And I didn't see these flowers, but that's what I was just led to draw. And then you've drawn a flower. So it's like, what? So that's just magical. And it's like, oh, and I don't know where the flowers came from, but I was just like, I need to draw these like beautiful blooming flowers. And then you've drawn a flower. That's the magic. That's the magic, that we're all so connected. That's why it's so wonderful to share your creations and see the similarities that may arise through what we've all created. So thank you, Shagun. That is so pretty. I think you should put that in a frame. I love it. It is gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Your work is magic. Thank you.
Anyone else completed theirs, or yeah, if anyone else is finished and wants to share, because I know Richard has to go soon.
I'll share. My medium was gel pens, so definitely not as beautiful as yours. But I drew like this flower that just went out and out and out.
I love it.
Sorry.
I love it. I love it.
And then I felt like I didn't have any more room to keep going out. And then I just drew this star because I felt like, yeah, it's just that I felt such warmth during that whole thing. I find meditation very difficult, but I felt very warm. Like I felt like hot and just expanding and warmth, and yeah.
Wow, fantastic. Thank you for sharing. That's beautiful. And you could even like, you could color that, not to say you could copy it and then color it if you wanted to, if you were lean to doing that. Yeah, Alyssa's done a beautiful symbol that she did as recently as well, that I want to see on canvas, Alyssa. I'm going to hold you to that. This beautiful symbol she did last week or the week before, whenever it was. Yeah, so gorgeous. You've definitely got a thing for flowers, I've noticed, so that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Robin or Tanya?
Well, I'm more of a musician than an artist, so
Musicians,
yeah,
artists,
it was so interesting. I was driven by color, and I was driven by the radiation, the themes as we've just been discussing, the warmth, the light, just the emitting the energy and the whole and the clarity. So I worked with watercolors, but I don't have the right paper. But I just, I started with that radiation, just very free form, that gorgeous orb. Yeah, sometimes it's crystal for me in my meditation, but I just, I'm mixing my colors and radiate it out, and I just, let it take its form. That's
beautiful.
how I felt in the meditation too. It was just so expanding and so clear. It was beautiful. It's
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing, Robin. Beautiful. I love the blending as well, you can see that. You can see what your words are expressed in the artwork. So thank you for sharing. Awesome. Last but not least, Tanya, did you want to share?
I was sitting listening to you all talking and going like, oh, I did a bit of that. I did a bit of that. I felt that. I felt that. Yes, that. So what I saw in my head isn't what I drew necessarily, but I just went with what I felt. And I've got like pastels, which I never really drawn with. So I just was quite happy just smudging and smearing and just picking up the colors that said, take me now. So while I was doing it, I colored over my words that that we wrote down. So excuse me if I don't get into if you can't see it so clearly, but
wow.
I just took, like, I was just doing the colors and stuff, and then listening to you all talking and that, I was thinking, like, we're all talking about that spark and that light and that something inside of us, and that's what I did, is like I felt that spark of energy and that light, and that's what I've sort of, I don't know if it came across when I showed, but that's how I felt. And looking at it, I'm going like, my picture's got a little bit of that and a little bit of this, and drawing the colors, when you were all talking about drawing your flowers and stuff, pardon me, as I was creating the as I was creating the colors, I was going like, oh, this is like flowers. It's like a bunch of flowers, but I haven't actually drawn them in. Just, as if you would see all these beautiful colors. And I thought that's what we're all doing. We're all kind of blooming. You know.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Can you hold it up again? It's so stunning. I want to see it again. That is gorgeous.
It's very
I love it. I love it. And I love how
you see the thing in the center, like the
yeah,
I can't see it, so I can't tell what you can see.
yes. And the texture, is that the paper? Like how it's got sort of texture to it?
It's just like an art diary thing, but I don't know what, it's rough paper, but
Right. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, I love how you left the words there and you did that over the words. That's very cool as well.
yeah. And what kept coming through my thinking at the end of it, like as I was going, is like, I'm the way. I'm the way.
Oh.
So I'm going like, okay, that's a bit churchy kind of sort of, but not, you know, I'm not attached to anything like that anymore. You know, I'm okay with whatever comes out of myself that wants to be expressed. So, but it's like it's for us to take everything back to ourselves and just lead in our example.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for being here today and being a part of IAMDay. And it's just lovely, all your sharing and your beautiful creations. So hopefully you'll maybe even put those up as a reminder for you, put them up on the wall or, you know, frame them or what have you as a reflection of today and a reminder of the divinity of all that you are and the spark that is within us all. Yeah. So thank you very much. For those, most of you know me, Robin, but she knows me now. So if you want to find out more about me, feel free to follow me on Insight Timer or Substack, or reach out to me if you need to for more information. But thank you again. Please check out if you're available to what is remaining of IAMDay. So as I mentioned, Richard and Joe are going to be on Substack very soon in about 10 minutes or so. So probably under Richard Walter's Substack, so you could check that out. And I can't recall what else is on at the moment, but yeah, do feel free to check out what's left of IAMDay if you're able to. Thank you again for being here, and I look forward to connecting with you all soon. Bye.